What's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And we had this phrase when something was well done or when the cake is done, you stick a fork in it. Well, you can stick a fork in the BAW. Why? Because they are done. All right. And so these are some of the reasons they're done as far as good men and and we're saying done in general because nothing is an absolute, right? And we're going to address three things: the disease aspect, the hostility towards good Afro men, and the lies. No one has lied on us more as men than the black woman. Period. No one, and we're talking about in this modern era. In this modern era where the CDC is saying that the Afro man is the most involved father out of the white, Hispanic, and Afro men, that we are really good at taking care of children. It's been the black women that turn around and say that we're trash, we're no good. It's been the black women that said that the reason why they're doing so bad with all their intelligence is because these men who lack intelligence are able to deceive them. But they got all this education and intelligence, most of them in psychology. Let that sink in. All right. But this stuff is bigger than that. All right. So let me greet everybody and let's break this down. Geboren Hardugu dog Ola Oitebang, Vasas Los Bonja Mesami, Ketabawani Konichiwa, Nihani Ama, Sani Bonani, Jumbo Rabargani, Assalamu alaikum and Shalom. Alright, Kamusta Ka, Kamusta Pokayo, Talava Lava Soy Fua. Alright, so let's break this down real quick for a minute. Before doing that, y'all know the work we're doing. And so the next place, this is the next place we're going to. And already got stuff loaded to bring here. So if you want to help by donating to this channel, my PayPal me and my Cash App will be in the description box, along with my email and the research about all this stuff that's going on. All right. So if you can, also like, get that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and click the notification bell. All right, so let's get this moving. Okay, so you have hot girl summer and all the rest of this stuff, and then you have men that thirst after women simply because they got a big badonkadon. Oh, you look at that. That's queen right there. That's a queen right there. Because look at her behind. It's so big and stuff. All right. So this is what we have. And so the BAW pride themselves on having such thickness, such a booty, that now this is what it's gotten them. All right. They are number one in new HIV infections. So this is the disease part. All right. They got this through contact. And so when they look deeply into this, right? When they look deeply into this, all the tropes that comes with being an Afro man, how it was somehow our fault. There's like, oh no, not the Afro men in general. Not the Afro men in general. And you'll be surprised at some of the lies that they told. Oh, it's the down low. That turns out to be a myth. See, they tried to act like this thing right here didn't even exist. I want y'all to get some understanding. They tried to act like that this chart didn't exist. How they were twice the rate of infection than, according to the CDC, than the Afro men. All right. So then one must ask themselves a question. And this is the question. While they're out having hot girl summer, all right, they're on South Beach having hot girl summer. They're at all the Kappa beach parties, the Omega beach parties, all these beach parties, right? Who they effing with? It definitely isn't the majority of Afro men. The married men aren't the ones going to these beach parties. It's the married women going with their little girlfriends and getting done in cars, right? Because it's hot girl summer. Well, here's the price of hot girl summer. The black women, heterosexual woman, outnumbers all other group of men except for those who have sex with men. And when we say men, MSN, who have sex with men, we're talking about the gay and bi. All right. So you're asking, you have to ask yourselves, all right, if it's such a minority of men, now keep in mind that the LGBTQ community is only 4.6% of the total American population. Let me repeat that. They're only 4.6. This is to a Washington University study. They're only 4.6 of the entire U.S. population. And of that, the Afro people are only 12% of that, and 58% of that are women. So 58 of the 12% of the 4.6% of the total population of the United States who identify. All right, then you take that and understand that the Afro people are only 12% of that number, so it gets smaller. And then that women are 58%, so the Afro males who are bi and that's a smaller percentage. Then you have to look at this and say, oh, there's no down low brothers. Nah, they ain't getting it from nobody down low. All right, and it's going to surprise you to find out the true nature of what this is. Okay, I want you, this was NPR, all right, and you know really that bisexual black men account for a very, very small portion of the overall black male population in the United States. Let me repeat this. This is according to Dr. Fenton when he was on NPR, and he works for the CDC, and it is crucially important to hear in the mind that there are a range of risk factors which black women in the United States today. And you know, the reality is that bisexual black men account for a very, very small portion of the overall black male population in the United States. Our research suggests that about 2% of the black men will report being bisexually active. And this is in line with that study that I told you that comes from, well, Washington. All right, and let's take a look at that real quick. Again, let's break this down. You got the girls going out for hot girl summer, right? They're being run through by everybody. They're advertising that they want to be run through by everybody. And so now you got this thing where, and now it's up to 61%, okay, of black women, the fastest growing HIV. This was 2018. Funding 2021, they're up to 61%. All right, they went down from 65% around 2016 and 17. Okay, all right, so they're back up there, and they keep going up. And so, why is this happening? All right, now remember the stats that I gave you, and I made a mistake. It's the UCLA Institute. All right, so it's the Williams Institute at UCLA. Okay, and so basically, what's happened here is this: that it's only 4.5% of the population. But when you really look at it and break it down, that 79% of this population identify as Caucasian of European descent. That's where all the power and money is. Only 12% are black people, as they identify as black. 58% in both the white group and the black group are females. Let that sink in for a minute. So if they're only 12% of the 4.6, as you saw previously, population, then how are they getting all these outbreaks from the DL person? Remember, the person said that the DL thing is very, very low. With all that said, and with Dr. Kevin Fenton, he says that these down low brothers is not the case. That's not why these women are getting this. All right. The LGBT brothers, okay, right? What's happening is that these women are messing with their choices are getting them in trouble. They're messing with drug dealers. They're messing with known drug users, and they're messing with their gay friends, and they're messing with the felons coming out of prison. It's all of that. And you don't need a lot of them, because these dudes get the run of the BAW. In other words, the 80-20 rule, where 80% of them are sleeping with less than 20% of the Afro male population. So it's easy for the dude that's infected to be desired by the next black woman because the first one liked him. So this is what's going on. They don't like the good men. They like these men. Now, these women have shown that they're going to be hostile to any good Afro men that don't want them out in these kind of situations. They're also wearing the uniform that says they want anything but a good man to come up in between as they park those feet. Whether they're LGBT or not, these women don't care. They're down for whatever except a good man. And to prove it, let me show you, pay attention to this next clip coming up. You'll see a do-nothing man that has been chosen, and you'll see a woman actually trying to get in or have a LGBT, GHEY man run up in that. All right? And it's just ridiculous. They didn't want a good man, so that's just, brothers, the solution comes at the end. But pay attention to this clip.
Say hi, how are you doing? Are you married?
I'm doing well. I'm gay.
Well, I could be gay with you. We could be happy together.
He's shocked.
How about that?
He is so shocked. He don't even know
You
what
know,
to think about.
Honestly, I like the confidence.
This dude was shocked. Okay? This woman is hostile.
Okay, let's get into this because, girl, I think you completely missed the point of the video. Anytime I bring up the word job, it was like a threat or like an insult to him. When I tell you the whole year would be ruined if I bring up the word job, resume, application, couldn't say those words to him. I got tired of being with a person that literally could watch me physically get up every single day and go put 50 hours a
Now, so why did she get with that kind of dude in the first place? All right, they want us to go after the very big women. Some of us, well, some of us would hit that. But be in a relationship with it, they turn out to be the most hostile. Why? Because their head has gotten so big because of social media. Then we got this woman over here that intentionally picks a no good man, but she's going to blame the rest of the men. All right, and then you got the other woman on the left that intentionally is making a play for a man that she know is gay. How she know? He told her. But that didn't matter to them. All these women with these gay friends, brothers, pay attention.
week into my job while he sits at home playing recreational basketball and playing Fortnite all day. You know what I'm saying? He was okay with that. Now, it wasn't even the aspect that I need a man to give me his money, because I do not. That's not the point. You're missing it. The point.
So you see, she got her own money. She don't need no good man. She don't need no man to tell her what to do. So she picked a man that didn't have anything but her couch and Fortnite. At least he had a basketball to play. Think about that, brothers.
Point is, I am a woman, and I am not going to sit here and let a man sit on his ass all day while I am out working.
So she is hostile to the man that she chose to let get between them legs. And now she's feeling some kind of way. And then she's going to want a decent man to fix it. But ain't nobody, she's not worth that. Period. She's so not worth it that the man that she with figure, why work? He knows he no good. And yet she picked him anyway. So ergo to him, she's no good. Think about that. So you got all of this. You got the hostility and then the lies. The BAW blamed the Afro man for every one of her bad decisions because she only decided to speak to dudes like this as she's walking down the street being run through. I want you to understand that. Then she decided to get with her GHEY friends and get run through. All right. And because when she got mad at the good Afro man that's hard worker, nope, she didn't want her like the other want him. She didn't want him. She wanted a dude that she can control, but get mad when he's not going to work and find out that she can't really control him. And now she's hostile, lying on all Afro men, even though the majority of us don't even have children by her and are not in a relationship with her. So what's the solution, brothers? The solution is let the B-dub divest, save yourself, get them passport, and leave her alone. It's time for us to save our own selves from her. With that said, I'm out.